Bendy and the Ink Machine or Hello Neighbor? Which one is scarier? We're going to talk about today on UnMuted.
Welcome to UnMuted, the show where we talk about hot topics in gaming and read some of your comments. I'm Darrian.
And I'm Nicky.
And so, I apologize, guys, up front. I'm a little sick, so if you can hear that in my voice, it's not on purpose. But Nicky, we've been playing Hello Neighbor, and we've been playing on the stream. We've struggled a little bit trying to get through it. Thank you to the fans out there who helped us on our live stream for that. And we played all 3 chapters of Bendy the Ink Machine. So I'll throw it to you, Nicky. Which one between those 2 games for you is scarier?
Oh boy. So as Darren had mentioned, we have played both a lot. And honestly, they're both scary. I like to say that Hello Neighbor is scary because it's grounded in reality. And Darren and I had so many conversations about growing up in a neighborhood, being a kid. I used to always walk past a haunted house, which we thought was haunted, but just some creepy people live there. May have thrown a rock through the window. I don't know, but it made me think about being a child and having these adolescent fears of what is my neighbor up to? And just from that perspective, Hello Neighbor is scary. Being a kid, not knowing what he's up to. And then you also have these dream sequences where you wake up next to a hospital bed that's empty. And you are just like on a roller coaster all of a sudden. And those sequences are just so psychologically just like dreadful. With all that being said, Bendy the Ink Machine though has this whole other lore that's just kind of like, I don't know, fantastical, where it's just like, what happened with this machine? What happened at this cartoon studio? Did they conjure up a demon that is Bendy? And that alone is like scary to think about, and playing the game, I think Bendy scared us a lot more. We jumped out of our seats. We had fear that there was an actual Bendy conduit in this studio ready to get us. So Bendy and the Ink Machine definitely had me personally jumping, I think, a lot more than Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor, I'm just like, okay, find the light. All right, find the flash. Okay, we got caught. All right, let's get back inside the house. Okay, we got caught. Find the valve. Whereas Bendy, this constant fear that you're gonna get caught, or who knows what's beyond that corner.
Yeah, I think, with Hello Neighbor, it does feel more like a puzzle game. Even though Bendy also has puzzle elements, I think 2 of the differences between those games is with Bendy and the Ink Machine, you have multiple evil entities that you're dealing with, right? You've got the angel, you've got the projectionist, and sorry if you haven't played those games, spoiler alert ahead, but those little bloppy things that kind of, the little ink monsters, ink blobs that kind of pop up everywhere. And so you're dealing with multiple enemies and you never know when they're gonna come out. Whereas with Hello Neighbor, I think it's like prolonged sense of terror because you're dealing with that one enemy, but once you get caught a whole bunch of times, it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's just a neighbor being foolish. Oh, he spit some tomato at me. At first I thought it was spit. And then
it was glue. Commenters told us.
And then the commenters were like, yeah, no, it's a tomato, like that little red thing.
Yeah.
But in the other sense, like there are parts of Hello Neighbor which I found very terrifying.
Yeah, well, you spent like a whole 4 or 5 hours in the
when
basement.
You left me on the live stream to live stream by myself, one of the scariest games, and I was trapped in the basement, and you couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Like there are those mechanics where you can't literally see anything, and or the nighttime cycles, right? Like even Hello Neighbor towards Act 2 and Act 3. I want to say they're equally scary, but I will give the edge to Bendy. Because the other thing about Bendy the Ink Machine is we kind of breeze through it. Not like breeze through it.
No, that's not true.
that's an overstatement. It took us about an hour each chapter.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 minutes for chapter 1 and then chapter 2. But with Hello Neighbor, it took us we're still
not done.
We're still not done that game. So it's still kind of a bit of a challenge for us.
One thing that I would like to mention is that playing Bendy the Ink Machine, that it's not done. So if you haven't jumped into the game, we're still waiting for chapter 4 and 5 to come out. Whereas Hello Neighbor is complete. We just haven't finished it yet. So playing both, we're at a point where we haven't finished it. And who knows, it could get scary. Like even between the Bendy chapters, they progressively got scarier and also got larger in story. So who knows what the end is going to reveal, because we're going to find out really what happened in both games.
Yeah, there's still a lot of lore, but a lot of lore with both games. And I'll just throw it to a poll real quick. We did a poll on the leaderboard in the community tabs. Keep checking the community tab, guys. We put a lot of polls and information out there. But we asked, do you guys think that Bendy and the Ink Machine is scarier than Hello Neighbor? And so kind of the results were Bendy the Ink Machine is Scarier. 51% of you, so the majority of you guys saw that Bendy the Ink Machine was Scarier. Hello Neighbor came in at 9%. 16% of you said they're about the same, then that's fair. And 25% of you guys said you're not sure.
So even though the popular vote was for Bendy the Ink Machine, and both you and I think Bendy the Ink Machine is scarier,
Slightly.
That doesn't discount Hello Neighbor being scary. I mean, there's some things that you've told me about that Hello Neighbor brings up from you in your past.
Yeah, one of the things that Hello Neighbor does well, it's so grounded because it invokes that kind of sense, that universal sense. Like, we've all wondered when you have that creepy neighbor move next door to you.
Yeah.
There was this one house on our block, right? And I think it was right next to us. Yeah, it's the house right next to us. And in the time that we lived there, we had like 3 or 4 people move in and out of that house, number one. And so 2, we had one group of people who lived there, and they would leave the lights on all night. Like, they would leave the lights on all night long, and we were just wondering, like, what the heck is going on? Like, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's not like, oh, the bedroom light is on. All the lights in the house are on the whole night. And then we would hear sounds coming out of it. Like, I couldn't distinguish what they were. We didn't know if it was music some nights. It sounded like it was banging on a trash can. Like, it was just really weird. They didn't live there very long. But in playing this game, I'm kind of like, ooh, was this what was happening? Were the lights a distraction and the real action was in the basement? Like, that type of stuff. So I don't know.
As you grew up, they added parts of the house that just went up to the
They
sky.
added a roller coaster.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
exactly.
crazy. It was based off of that house that you grew up in.
Right.
Well, actually, you grew up next to.
I grew up next to a Hello Neighbor house.
I can just speak from personal fear. Bendy the Ink Machine. Hello Neighbor does this too, where you have to hide into a closet because there's something coming and you watch it go by. And I just feel like that as a kid, I was always afraid, and I always had dreams of being chased and having to hide in a closet or like.
You had dreams of being chased?
All the time.
What was
yeah.
happening, Nicky?
And the thing, I don't know, but in dreams,
We need to go talk to
the thing
somebody.
that's scary in both games is being slow. Like Nightmare on Elm Street does it really well, where they're running up the stairs and their feet get sunk into the staircase, and it makes me think about that because you do have to run, and then how many times have we played Bendy? You're like, I can't run,
Right.
and you're just like,
that's stuck in the
or
the ink comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, or Hello Neighbor, you get stuck in the glue. So being like slowed down, and you're like, I am not running as fast as I would like to or want to. So it's scary in that regard. We're like, okay, this guy must be right behind me. And then lo and behold, Bendy grabs you or the neighbor grabs you.
You know what would be a cool mechanic? I just thought about if you could trip. Like, isn't that a trope in every scary movie? Like, in the moment that the enemy comes and you're like trying to run and you trip, as opposed to like being slowed down. I think that'd be fun.
I think
it'd be terrifying to play, but
A notorious game that incorporates tripping was Smash Brothers Brawl, and it was not. No one liked it. They took it out.
Friday the 13th has it though, and it works great.
There's a tripping mechanic in Friday the 13th?
If you're a counselor, some of them trip more than the other ones.
So, in the end, we thought that Bendy the Ink Machine was a scarier game. And because of that, we put together a supercut of kind of our funniest moments because to clearly demonstrate how scary Bendy the Ink Machine actually is.
Oh.
That wasn't there.
No.
That definitely
was not there.
Who put this here? Jesus.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh.
Hi, that scared me. You did not help. Did this get boarded up?
Oh my God!
What's the exit? Which way is that? What is happening? I can't run.
Oh my God!
Is this the right way?
I don't know.
I can't.
Oh
see.
my God! Oh wow!
Oh, that looks like
Go!
I'm swimming.
Oh my!
Covered in goo.
Oh! What?
Here, I'm gonna run. Hi.
Whoa!
And he's out there. Wow.
Why did you follow him?
There's a couple switches. There's one in this. Okay.
What
the heck?
What is that?
Get out of here.
Can you kill it?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
Is it multiplying? Okay,
Oh.
hi.
Oh.
Find the second way.
Oh! Did it disappear?
Yes. Okay, I'm just like.
Oh!
Mickey D's.
Oh my
Where
God!
am I going? I guess
Go this way.
It's leading me this way. I have no axe now.
Oh God!
Look at this, Bendy and the Butcher Gang. Those are like villains or something?
Oh!
What is that?
Oh! Oh! It's moving. What are you doing? Hit it!
Running.
Why are you running?
I'm gonna leave it to Boris. And use
Boris
him as
isn't
bait.
gonna do anything.
Boris, save me!
Oh my god!
Boris, save me!
Oh my god!
He has a pipe too!
Hit it! Oh, hit him again!
It's the bad gang!
Oh, I have so many.
Bad gang.
Oh my
It's
god.
changing. Where's the thing?
Oh my god.
Where's the thingy?
Oh no! Oh! Whoa! Run! Oh my god!
Where's the thing?
Oh my god!
Where's
Oh
the
my
thing?
god!
So that's our discussion between Hello Neighbor and Bendy and the Ink Machine. If you want to see more videos, we got a playlist down below with fact videos, let's plays. Check it out.
And we also live stream on the channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting after 5 p.m. So you're going to want to check those out too. So you can chat with us live. We're always trying to respond to comments and things of that nature. So that's it for UnMuted. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon to become part of the notification squad so you'll be notified on whenever we upload. And we upload about 7 days a week.
That was amazing, dude. That was really good. So keep it here to the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.